Hello, and welcome to this short message for the third week in Advent. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Anita, and I'm part of the early morning service worship team at Barnhill St Margarets. So thank you for joining us. It's week 3 in Advent, and our theme this week is joy. There is a lot of joy in the world if you look for it. The joy felt by people when special things happen. One of the special things I am looking forward to is this week is putting up the Christmas tree. I just love the twinkling lights and the pretty colours. And I most especially love the memories that come with the many decorations made for our tree by my children when they were young. A tradition I hope is being carried on by our young church family members. Then, of course, there's making and writing the cards for our family and friends. And the anticipation of the gifts under the tree. You're never too old for that. The joy is there for all to feel and be part of. Way back when our story began, the angels announced the birth of Jesus to the shepherds in the fields above Bethlehem. And the world of those shepherds was a very dark place indeed, with Roman soldiers making everyone's lives miserable as people lived under the rule of a foreign power. The appearance of angels singing and announcing the birth of the Messiah would have been a miracle to those men in the fields. Today, again, we are in some very dark times. The virus is showing no sign of going away, and talks of a vaccine are bringing some hope, but we're still not sure when it will arrive. If ever we needed a miracle and some joy in our lives, it's now. So let's have a think and see where we can find these miracles and joy bringers in our little bit of the world. In week 1 of Advent, I talked about my daily walks and the rainbow pictures, painted stone snakes, and the clapping on Thursdays for the NHS workers. We may not be doing these things now, but that doesn't mean joy bringers are not there. In the middle of November, there was the annual Children in Need appeal. Lots of fun and entertainment throughout the evening, and all the while phones were ringing as people across the country dug deep into their pockets and ended up donating well over £40 million. An amazing total, but also amazing efforts from people across the country, finding different ways in socially distant times to help raise this money. The money raised will bring joy to children across the country for a very long time to come. And during the long weeks and months of restrictions to our daily lives, there were little sparks of joy all around. All the people who came out and helped their neighbours. All the people helping their older family members get onto Zoom calls. People chatting to each other from a distance, but all the while making sure those people were okay and had all they needed. But joy comes not just from miracles, large or small, but from each and every one of us. Each of us can bring joy to others, and it doesn't cost a thing. Have you ever noticed how infectious a laugh is? When you laugh, do you notice that others do so too? And what about a smile? If you smile at a person in the street, they smile back. Try it sometime soon if you haven't already, and you'll see what I mean. Listen to this poem written by Spike Milligan. Smiling is infectious. You catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around the corner and someone saw my grin. When he smiled, I realised I'd passed it on to him. I thought about that smile, then I realised its worth. A single smile, just like mine, could travel round the earth. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic quick and get the world infected. Happy days. A short prayer to close. Lord, help us to spread some joy around our world. Help us to smile and help us spread a little happiness, all with a simple smile. We ask this in your name, Jesus. Amen. So continue smiling this week as we head to week 4 of Advent. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you.